And welcome back to Jim's America. Today we're on our talking points. We're gonna say what. Okay, instead of trying to figure out what Obama's flip flopped on, we're gonna actually say, where can we actually go to where he every promise that was made on stage he's done. Hmm. Hmm. Well, that's going to be a problem for today's show because technically we couldn't find anything. I mean, most of our joking points is on global warming. Well, let's see. Houston is in all-time record lows now. There's more snow up in Colorado. Uh, well, there's one thing we have found funny is actually who's that vice president's name? Al Gore. You know, the one who created the internet. He, his bill per month is higher than mine per year. Okay, that's pretty cool. So and guess what? We're paying it, so that's fine. Uh, let's see what else. Taxing pregnant women because they fart more. And my sister will agree, man. When she was pregnant, there's more gas that came out her ass than anything else. So, but yeah. Well, anyways, let's get on back with our news. Hey, listen, man, we're creating a new website called jimsamerica.com. We want to appreciate all of our servicemen who are out there. We want to say a big howdy to all of our Texas guys over there in Iraq. Hey, let's just say I know how you feel. I was stationed at Fort Bliss, El Paso, Texas, and I was also stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado Springs. So a big Yahoo and anybody from the second and third ACR, just give me a holler back at Jay Henderson at jimsamerica.com. So what's for the agenda? Well, a lot of Glenn Beck's got a lot of good points. I mean, you know, all of a sudden 90 was it more than 60% of Americans watch Fox, Democrat and Republican. And so now the Obama administration is starting to start attacking Fox. What's going on, and I want to hear from you. Go to our forums, man. Just log on. It's a free social network site. We're all in it. We're all in it together, guys. In fact, a lot of us are getting tired of what's going on, and well, frankly, I'm really tired of it. So I spent what I could and got a site up and running. So while we're in the position of trying to find out what other Americans are doing about we actually went to our tea party and started asking questions around. We're gonna have the video later on, and it's funny. There a lot of the newscasts aren't covering it because no one's going to jail. Unlike the liberal conservatives, or not liberal conservatives, liberal you know rallies. It's amazing how many people get injured, how many stores are in trouble, and how many people go to jail. So so the newscast will put that down, but it's but we're trying to get a newscast organization to view or to show get a couple clips from what the Tea Party's all about. Dead silence, and every time a Tea Party claims that there was an irate guy out there, he's screaming and yelling, and he hauls off to jail. Well, all of a sudden, with enough investigation, we found out it was usually an Acorn member or some Liberal Party member that came in to arrest. So that story is usually defunct. You just start wondering what are these people thinking? What are these people actually doing? There's people who think with their left brain, people think with the right brain, and and which is cool because business wouldn't be working together. Our creative minds and how neat things. Some people actually have the abilities to think on both sides of their brain. But it's another thing called common sense. Uh, Being an engineer, we know that, and we think with our left brain. We're really mathematically inclined, and but common sense. When did people stop losing common sense? I mean, it's amazing how many people are out there that you know only if they thought a step further, like saving back for a rainy day, or or okay, yeah, you've told me all these great things, but how does it really work? I mean, the numbers aren't just adding up, and that's the problem I've got, and that's a lot of people and a lot of my friends are there too. That sure sounds great, but the numbers just don't add up. And it's like this Obama healthcare plan. He's going to start taxing us now for the implementation that's going to take in 4 years from now. So I don't know about you, but I'm just getting tired of getting taxed on. You don't own anything here in America. I mean, if you don't pay your taxes on your house, do you actually get to keep your house? Well, no. What about the what about the war? Everyone said that we're going to be getting out of the war in Afghanistan. Well, we're not getting out. We're trying to get another 40,000 troops in there. And however, though, on one hand, Congress wants Congress and actually Hillary wants the troops in there. On the other hand, the liberal what is it? The literal communist party that Obama has. Well, they said, well, if you send the troops in, that means you're for the right and you're not for the left, and so they'll start a backlash. So one way or another, whatever whatever happens, in fact, you got to be very careful. Obama will whatever he says, and if he says he's not sending in troops, you got to watch what his hand is doing. He'll blame it on someone else, or he'll give the power off to something else, saying it's not the president's job. So be careful on what goes on around there. And with that healthcare thing, how, how many illegal immigrants are going to be taking your healthcare? I'm just curious. So we have a lot of different talking points here on Jim's America, uh, jimsamerica.com. And we especially want to know about the stories and the troops that are overseas. So if you used to be in the service, write it down. Let us know about what you did in the service and how everything worked out for you. Uh, tell some offside stories about what you and your buddies did. And for the guys who are in the service, one, thank you very much. I know what y'all went through. I was in the army. The cavalry was the greatest thing that really put my brain in perspective. So, but one thing I want to know before I let you go is how do you argue with an idiot? On one hand, if you start arguing with an idiot, the guys just can get mad at you, pissed off, and or if you don't argue and you don't try to make a stand in your standpoint, then everyone else thinks you're just a weakling. So, you know what? These are common questions that we're gonna ask later on down the line here at jimsamerica.com. And thank you very much for letting us into your home. And we're gonna help you out by saying, I salute all the troops out there. Thank you very much, and we're fighting for you.